What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Brian Watkins, and welcome to another edition of the Brian Watkins channel. The subject of this video, I'm responding to another video. And the reason why I'm responding to this video is to also include other reasons why most men don't approach women today. The reason why is because I want to include other reasons. Um, the women on there brought up some good points. They did. But again, you will always come across, the number is extremely small. You will always come across a woman or women that will be brutally honest. But it's the majority of women that have stopped most men from approaching them. Me, I've never really been an approacher with women coming from the hood, coming from a single parent background. And I saw all the fuckery that went on growing up in the hood that taught me not to do that. You know. Anyway, let's get started. But before I get started, hit that like button and that subscribe button to continue to support the Brian Watkins channel. Those of you that would like to donate to the Brian Watkins channel, I will definitely put a link in the description section for you to do so. Now, most of the time, most men, thanks to the internet, understand that it's really not a good thing to approach women today. I like in the video that one mentioned about they don't smile. True. I remember when I was a kid, my mother wouldn't smile. And men would ask my mother, "Why are you looking so mean?" You know what she would say? "Ain't nothing to smile about." You know. Or most of the time they don't look interested. Or like another woman said in the video, is showing eye contact. You know, a lot of times women have just really worn out us as men today. It's just not worth it. It's not. It's not. If it isn't the false accusations, the Me Too movement, uh, women using the courts to lie, to taking advantage of good men. One for sure I can mention is my late stepfather, Norman Beretti, may he rest in peace. My mother treated him like shit, from an asshole from any human being or creature or animal that has one. And he didn't say or do anything for it. And now today, thanks to the internet has made it where any man that wants to be any way he wants to be, because every man has their own opinion and desires and dreams about how they want to interact with a woman that they are interested in. The internet has a way of giving you any level of truth that you want, that you can handle. It is just today that now we are living in the new world order, that we are able to make our choices by Googling anything that we want about women. And most of the time, women have drove us away. See, women have destroyed our interest in them. And they want to pretend and ignore that they haven't. You know, they just want us to forget about it and come on back and nope, nope. Because us as men know and understand now that it's okay to still desire a woman. It's okay to desire to want to spend time with her. But it's even wiser to know and understand what you are really getting, which is a scam from most women. Not all, but most. It's a scam. It is. Because women have what they know that we want. And in cases, need, if depending on how horny a man is. Okay, the cat, the goodies between their legs. But they suck at attracting you from a long term perspective. Women are experts in my area of driving men away, including myself. I'm like, hey, you're cute, you're beautiful, but I'm looking at the way you dress, and you're a hoe. And most women don't like to be caught on their bullshit. Like I said, women are too fucked up today. Where it's like, let's use an example of going to get something to eat. Okay, due to social distancing, due to um, dining in limited capacity, you have some choices that you would like to make. You're like, well, do I want to call in and pick up my order? Do I want my food delivered to me from Uber Eats, Grubhub? Or do I want to go into a restaurant, dine in? The waitress ain't got a lot of tips, so she may be an asshole towards me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just go to the grocery store, pull out my points card from Kroger's, shop, get the ingredients, and I'm going to cook it myself, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I admit, I'm one of them. I love looking at women. Yes, I do. Outside of their ways, there are a lot of beautiful women out here. But at the end of the day, I enjoy being to myself. Why? It's peaceful, cheaper, and I'm able to do things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do before the coming of the internet. And then, like I said, we have a lot of things that are changing in society. The New World Order, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Agenda 2050, Agenda 2063. See, and we're no longer in the industrial age where women ruled men. Okay, that's no more. The pandemic took away a great deal permanently of women's non essential income, especially in the ways of accumulating tips and the back end check at that establishment in the way of weekly or bi weekly. And not to mention all the other fucked up, skanky, booger nose shit she was doing. Like JT said in one of his songs on Poison Clans, in another face and getting fucked by in another nigga's face and getting fucked by the next man. See, the thing is, women have ruined their welcome with us, and they refuse to be held accountable for their fucked up, premeditated fuckery actions. Just like anything else. Just like a credit card. Let's take for an example any credit card that is given to you, you have a limit, right? You reach that limit, you're maxed out until you pay it and the interest, and then you can get one hopefully much higher than the previous one. Okay, with most women today, they're done. We can see through them just like you go and purchase some Windex and clean a dirty fucking window. We can see through them, period, thanks to the internet. And they're not desirable. They're not what we have been misled to believe about them. And they can't handle it. I'm like, well, that's too bad. I run into a lot of problems with women that try to run game on me, and I'm from the hood. So I already know every game she gonna play before she even try to play it, but I let her try to play it anyway, and I'm cool. All right, peace out. Oh man, they can't stand me. But yet, they're such hypocrites that you try the same thing on them. She'd be also quick to give you a quick crash course that she's not the one and how dare you and oh no. Today's women are a big permanent turnoff because we know that most of them are full of shit and always will be. So no approach needed from us. No. You know, and what really, really irritates women around in my area is that we're not bitter about it. Because it's like, okay, if you say something to her, she might go off on you. She might falsely accuse you. It's women are not worth it. They're not. I'm going to say, from my perspective, growing up in a fucked up household where it was a single parent in the house who didn't give a fuck about none of us any fucking way. She just wanted a fucking welfare check, and the more kids she had, the more money she got on that check. So seeing the females in the hood that was practicing the same agenda, I have to admit, women had their chance. They had their run. And as I said in one of my favorite movies, Casino, he said, in the end, we fucked everything up. And that's exactly what women have done today. Most women have made themselves extremely unapproachable. Extremely. And they can't handle it. And mind you, this is only the beginning. Because men are not going to go back to that bullshit. No. But we were confused about women before the internet. You had your suspicions and you probably was right. But we didn't have anything to go to like today. You could just Google anything in the search engine and it will pop up with a link, a direct answer, or a combination of both. And put you right on that path to understand that this is how she really is. So it's just going to get worse. It's gotten to the point where I really only go out when it is absolutely necessary. Other than that, I don't take my ass out nowhere. I went out today to go grocery shopping and take care of a few things. And the women was out, of course, with the skank hoe clothes on, full of schemes. But guess what? Most men know to stay the fuck away from them without being bitter. See, and that's where I was riding, right? And one deliberately got in my way, and I had to slam on brakes. And of course, she was fine as a motherfucker. I said, whoa, and I checked her out and kept on rolling. And she looked at me like, you bitch. How dare you ignore me? Like I said, and I don't feel sorry for women. I don't. Not concerning these particular topics. No, I don't. To me, women, just use an example of a boxing match. Let's take the example of Mike Tyson. Viewers, if you get in the ring with Mike Tyson, what are your chances of getting beat the fuck up? We already know the answer. That's how women are. They jump in the ring and they got their ass whooped in the form of rejection. Okay? They didn't drove us away. It's like, nope, you're cute, but you are one rotten wench in the inside. So have a good day. See? So viewers, I want you to put in the comments section, how do you feel about this? I'm curious. I definitely would like to know. Because in my opinion, I've never approached women anyway. But to watch this interesting video about this particular subject from women, because women always either play the victim or the victorious one. And I grew up around women, unfortunately, in the hood, single mothers. Mm-hmm. On Saturday night, standing in the corner, hearing them boast and talk all that shit. It's always the victim or the victorious one. You know. Now you hear it from a man's perspective, because you got two sides to every story. Then you got the truth. And the truth of the matter is, women have permanently hit the wall with men. It's just like a pretzel. When you order that pretzel, and it's made and fixed that way, you can't untangle it, can you? Nope. And that's what they have done with most men. Most men know and understand it's okay to look at women, but it's also even smarter to not buy into the bullshit. So, put your comments in the comment sections. Don't you go anywhere. I want to know how. Get down.